January, there was a stomach bug going around, and there was basically like 8 people that called off of work at the daycare, and they were like super scrambling. I was one of them because we all like got like everyone was like just throwing up.
That's the worst.
Where are you from? I love your accent.
Thanks.
You know, if I ever have another daughter, I was going to name her Natalia.
Oh really?
Yes. I love that. It's so beautiful.
It means Christmas baby, actually.
Love it.
She was born in Chicago, grew up in England, then went to
South Africa.
Chile.
And then Chile, and then she went to school in Florida, and then
Italy.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot.
Well,
Italy
that was
first,
that
then
was
Florida.
like briefly. That
You
was
sound like you had an amazing adventure.
I know.
And now she's here.
Been everywhere.
How old are you?
24 as of Monday.
Wow.
Well, happy belated birthday.
Yeah, really.
Happy birthday.
You got it going.
Okay, Sal, check your messages.
I have to do half those things.
Yeah, really. I've never been out of the country except for Canada.
You need to get out of the country.
I bet I love it.
I've been to Mexico, Bahamas, Jamaica.
Yeah.
Aruba.
That's my kind of out of the
Jamaica.
country.
Ooh, I wanna take you.
Oh.
Okay. Now, can you send it to Rachel?
No, I'd really like to end up working in like Northern Ireland or New Zealand or
Because
someplace.
I don't
Okay.
know how to do it on my
Oh,
phone, and I
yeah.
can't get into my Facebook account on the computer.
I would
wait
just like
a minute.
to go to
No,
the-
wait. Never mind. I just figured it out.
Same, I haven't been there yet either.
Okay, I just sent it to you, Rachel.
Okay.
I'm sending it to Anne.
Okay.
Put it on your wall. And I'll send it to Natalia.
You know what they're doing now? They're telling all their friends I'm about to go on the air.
Okay, I sent it to you, Natalia. Now put it on your wall that it's starting. I won't be able to, Alex, since you don't have a Facebook account, we can't really send it to you right now.
No
It's an
problem.
ignorant.
What'd you say?
I'm like, nowhere.
Did you get it?
I can't tell. I can't get in there. It's like slow.
Okay.
My service is not the greatest.
Want to be famous? Who doesn't want to be famous?
Now type of
When people go on Google and search up Lena Allen Chapman, I should pop up.
You're going to be our big star, Lena.
I'm gonna search it up right now.
I can't tell. I can't get in there. It's like slow. My service is not.
Richard, I figured it out myself. Be proud of me.
I am proud of you.
What?
I'm on Google.
Okay, let's do it.
Ready to start?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know where
When you
that's
see it
at.
say on the air, you're on the
That's
air.
me.
Okay.
Start button.
Nope, that's not.
What?
And
See, he's not.
that's
Oh,
me.
yeah, okay.
How do you put it on your?
Welcome to the Oracle of Enlightenment Vortex. Sorry. I'm Sal, the Observer Monaco, and Joe's already on. Okay. And of course, here is co-host, sometimes co-host and actress Ann Burka.
Hi.
Bucket.
And joining us once again from home, the great Rachel Rose Castellani.
Castellonia.
Castellonia. And what else?
Shafano.
Shafano. Okay. And her lovely daughter, Lena. Peace. And joining us once again for the first time in a few months is the very lovely Alex Thom.
Hi.
Did I pronounce that right?
Tom, yeah.
Yeah. And joining us for the very first time, Natalia. How do you say your last name?
Quero.
Quero. I'm glad I had you say that. It looked like Cairo to me.
It's spelt the same, but with an O instead of an A.
Okay. Natalia's joining us for the first time. And of course, our first two comments come from Lena's two dads. Hi, Joe. Hi, Wally. Wally's calling you a prince. Your dad's calling you a princess, Lena. Yeah. So, welcome everyone. Natalia, this is your first time on the show. You've just been in Buffalo for what, a few months now?
Yeah, since September.
Yes. She was born in Chicago, grew up in England, and then went to South Africa. Hi, Wally. And then Chile, and then Italy, and then Tallahassee, and now she's here in Buffalo. And her next stop may be California.
Hopefully.
Yeah, well, we'll miss you when you leave. Yeah, you're just joining the family. So, tell us a little bit about your background.
So big part of me is where I'm from because I have grown up all over. For stars, the accent is very much a mix of all the places I've lived. Mostly British, but I always say British with a whole bunch of other stuff thrown in. I went to international schools my whole life and started picking up things from all around the world. And then I have just graduated back in May with a degree in filmmaking and a specialization in cinematography.
Mm-hmm. That's good. I assume growing up in England, you're familiar with Yorkies, candy bars, and jelly babies?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
I love my dad's a big fan of Jelly Babies.
Yeah. Are you a Doctor Who fan at all?
Mm-hmm. I haven't kept up with the newest Doctor. I did, well, not the newest one. I stopped around Capaldi halfway through that, but I did watch the new specials that came out, and I really like those. I like the new Doctor that they have in. I like the new song.
Yeah. He's cool. Well, we've only seen him in 2 episodes, but so far, he's cool.
He seems cool. And he has a great voice.
Well, he's the first African-American male Doctor. We've had an African-American female Doctor. And we've had a female Caucasian Doctor. So, and you're a big Harry Potter fan?
Yes. When I was younger, I used to listen to the audiobooks for like the whole series. I used to listen to them twice a year. Did that for like, I don't know how long growing up.
Yes. So, we'll get back to Natalia in a minute. Lena, why don't you tell everyone your news about the play you're in?
So I'm in a play called Pirates, and I get to do a cool role where I get to carry around a bunch of barrels, and I get to look over the sea.
Are you playing one of the pirates?
Well, I wanted to be a stowaway, but another girl got it, so I wanted to be a dancer, but a bunch of other people got it, so then I'm a pirate / prisoner with a bunch of other people.
Very cool. It's coming around in, did you say it was coming around in March?
April.
Oh, April, okay.
I think April 24th.
Very nice.
What are you doing? Instrument.
So I played the violin for school.
Very cool. Very nice. I look forward to seeing it. But I know what great talent you are. Your father just said, "Still proud of you, kiddo." And Joe said, "Watching with JJ."
Hi, JJ.
So, Alex, how have you been doing?
Been doing well. We're, I'm getting my show season together right now, so super crazy busy
Yep.
right now.
How's the business going? Selling a lot of Harry Potter wands?
Not so much wands. I'm selling a lot more beasts than anything. A lot more of my creatures. So
You did a good job at LittleCon.
yeah, I got a lot of positive feedback, which is is just the best.
Well, there's besides the one this weekend, which we'll get to in a minute, there are 2 other cons here in Buffalo during the summer, and there's 3 over in Rochester.
Oh, okay.
So, and of course, LittleCon will be coming around again, probably in Lockport again. So,
Yeah, I'm hoping to have a lot more creatures for next season for sure.
yeah, LittleCon was great this year.
Yeah.
I always look forward to it. For anyone who doesn't know, the VillaCon is this weekend at the Villa Maria College. It's from 10 o'clock to 6 o'clock. We will give you a little more information on that later in the show. But right now, we need to do our play. Rachel, are you feeling okay?
Yep.
Okay, good. That's what a trooper she is, folks. First she comes on sick, now she's coming on with asthma. You think you'll ever be playing the character from Ace's movie again?
I'm not sure if he's filming anymore or not.
Oh, okay. All right. Now, folks, due to an extreme amount of sickness, we have had 6 people cancel on the show tonight. So we're gonna attempt to do this play with just the 7 of us. Or the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 6 of us. I'm sorry. So I will be playing not just myself, but 2 other characters, and I'm going to try very hard to sound different. I'm not the best at voice acting, but I'm getting there. And Natalia's going to pick up some of the lines. Now, she's taking over the role, at least currently, she's taking over the role of Melanie Larrabee, previously played by Suzanne Canton. Since Suzanne's departure for Boston, we have not had anyone in here who's been able to play this role. But Natalia, as we saw during practice, Natalia seems very comfortable in this role. So it's good to finally have a Melanie again. I love writing for the character. And of course, this will be Alex's second time playing the character of Hermione. Although we haven't decided if Hermione is her real name or if she's just going by Hermione and she's not telling anyone her real name. So you'll just have to tune in.
Maybe you'll never know.
Yes. You'll just have to tune in and find out. And as you know, Anne will be reprising her role as Jolene Tyler, and Rachel as Sammy Carter, and Lena as Ilana Carter, a role she's been playing since she was in the womb. Yes. I also want to make a point that Rachel is going to be producing our kids series. As she is very good at directing children. I tried to say that as softly as possible. By By the way, folks, Rachel is a wonderful cook. She makes the best lasagna. Although your hubby makes the best ribs.
And cheese.
What?
Makes the best mac and cheese.
Yes. But your father makes the best ribs, though. So, anyway. All right. Now, just so everyone knows, Melanie has been away at school in England, which is why she's come home with a British accent. Which will be interesting if we ever have to replace her again. But hey, if they could do it on Fuller House, if we can do it.
Hey, if that does happen, then she's been back in the US for long enough that it turns back to an American accent.
Which is exactly what they did on Fuller House with Stephanie. So, everyone loves your accent, by the way. All right. Now we're going to begin the next episode of The Mighty Beyond. And this one is called Magic. Is it real? Jolene, Lucy, Sammy, Alana, Hermione, Amber, and Melanie. The sisters are talking to each other in the school game arena. The others come in one at a time and sit down.
It's good to see you, Lucy. You've been busy at the hospital for a while.
Yeah, very busy. We have a shortage of nurses.
How are your daughters?
They're doing well. In fact, here comes Mel now.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Aunt Jo. How you guys doing?
Pretty good. How's my favorite hippie punk tomboy child?
Don't forget Klingon, LARPer, cartoonist, and overall geek.
Hi, folks. How are you?
Amber, so good to see you. You've been on tour surfing, right?
Yep. Been one hell of a trip. I wanted to tell everyone my good news.
Great to see you, my hippie sister.
They hug. I missed my hippie family. Flora, you're still keeping this family going. Melanie, you and Flora are still keeping this family going, right?
It's important to me. It's the family I love. Our regular family never accepted my mom, my sisters, or me as hippies.
We have something in common besides being hippies. We're good old Southern girls.
Yeah, that's where you were raised. Some of us are still Northerners, dear sister. There is a loud clap, a flash of light, and Hermione appears.
Hello, my friends.
How does she do this stuff?
I'm studying stage magic with Professor Cromwell.
She throws a flash paper.
I'm learning like my namesake, Wingardium Leviosa.
She reminds me of Allie. I miss her. She's out of town working in Virginia.
You must be Amber, the surfer hippie biker girl. Where's your hog?
My bike is outside.
You ride it barefoot?
Not much different from a surfboard.
Impressive.
I keep telling you, you need to join us earthing hippies.
You're right. Amber has inspired me.
She waves her wand, and suddenly her shoes and socks disappear, and she is in bare feet.
The heck? I guess magicians never tell their tricks.
You'll love this one.
She waves her wand. The lights go out. There is a crash. They go back on, and standing there is goth queen Sammy and her hippie daughter Ilana. Well, we know who's gonna headline the next talent show.
Bow down to me, our children.
Fat chance. Good to see you, Sammy.
Melanie, my hippie sister.
They run and hug each other, and Mel picks her up and flings her around. So, Sammy, you feel out of place being the only one shod?
I wear what I feel like wearing. I heard you were talking about my sister earlier.
Allie? Miss her very much. How is she?
She's great and very successful. She retired from gymnastics and is working as an interpreter. I miss her too.
Does anyone know who called us here?
I did. I want you to try out my new board game before I show it off to the school reps. Here it is.
A puff of smoke, and the board game is on the table. I don't get how she keeps doing that.
Maybe she's a real witch.
Maybe you're a real vampire.
Okay, you two. That's enough.
So, how do we play this?
Okay, you're on a spaceship. You have to escape by getting through all the doors by answering questions on lots of different subjects. Plus, there are a few situations along the way.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Let's do it.
I will ask the questions, and for each right answer, another door opens. If someone misses, it's passed on to the next person till someone gets it right.
What if no one gets it right?
I'm still working on that.
Let's get started. I love trivia.
Okay, first 12 doors, question 1. What were jack-o'-lanterns first made of before pumpkins?
I believe it's turnips.
Correct. First door opened. 2. In the game Clue, what were the first 2 weapons added to the original 6 in the first American board game extension?
Oh, I love Clue. It was poison and the horseshoe.
Okay, next door. Who wrote The Selfish Giant?
Oscar Wilde.
Right. Name 2 major TV roles for actor Harry Morgan.
Bill Gannon on Dragnet and Colonel Sherman Potter on MASH.
What kind of primate was used in the original story Murders in the Rue Morgue?
An orangutan? Though they used an ape and a gorilla in the films.
Impressive. Name another vampire Bela Lugosi played besides Dracula.
I got this one. Count 'em on Tesla in Return of the Vampire.
I thought I was going to do the vampire questions.
I like horror movies too.
In The Princess Bride, what were the 3 tasks in the fire swamp?
The fire sprout, the lightning stand, and the rouse.
Rodents of unusual size.
No extra credit. What game goes with Car Wars card game?
Battle Cattle.
What are the 6 original types of Yu-Gi-Oh cards? Spell cards in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Since I'm the biggest duelist here, I'll take this one. Normal play, quick play, equipment, field, ritual, and continuous.
You run into 2 cell doors about to close. The only way to stop them from closing is to solve the riddles.
Riddles?
What tears down mountains that builds up castles, blinds some men, and helps others to see?
Wait, I got it. Sand. It erodes mountains.
We make castles with it at the beach.
It causes storms in the desert, which blinds people.
It helps people to see because it's used to make glass for eyeglasses.
You make it through, but the 2 cell doors close behind you.
Sand could tear the flesh off of your skin in the desert, Hermione.
Mom, do you always have to be so dark?
Who were Kelly Ripa's 3 co-hosts after Regis left?
Michael Strahan, Ryan Seacrest, and Mark Consuelos.
What Bugs Bunny short features Steve Brody?
Bowery Bunny.
What were the 5 armies in The Hobbit?
I'm a hobbit, so I got this. Dwarves, elves, humans, goblins, and eagles.
You opened all the doors, and you're in a cell right now. Take a minute and figure how to get out.
So what's the news you wanted to give us, Amber?
Well, friends, I'm go into acting, and we will be appearing in the Blue Crush 3 surf film.
Yay!
My daughter Bree will be jealous. She's struggling with her acting career. Yep. So you're a hobbit now, Mel?
I am too. We were short. We go barefoot everywhere. We love to eat.
Plus, we love to entertain, but we're not too heavy, though.
We wear our Hobbit cosplay to conventions, and we sometimes wear them in the park, and we have a Hobbit picnic.
Last summer, my daughter did not wear her shoes at all the whole season. And she loves wearing this outfit.
So, I went to my prom barefoot and in my hippie dress.
I love medieval LARPing. Maybe I'll join the hobbits.
I hope you stay around, Amber. I love having you in our family.
I will. Till I have to shoot the film. Anyway.
Lucy, I think we need to talk about our children and nieces after the game.
I understand, sister. I just wish Blossom and Jerry Ann were here.
Yes, our other dear sisters.
Okay, have you figured out how to get out?
Go out a window?
Nope. Next.
Drill through the ceiling?
Next.
Dress up like a god by changing color.
That's it. Game over for now. We'll do the next level next time. I have to go.
We sat here and played this game with you just so you can run off.
Don't bother, she's already gone in a puff of smoke. And the smoke is lingering. I'm really glad you're back, Amber.
Me too.
I'm glad to be back. Love you all. The end. Whew. I don't know how well I did, but everybody else did great too. Natalia, you've really mastered the character very quickly. I'm very impressed. Lena, how do you feel?
Good.
Yeah. Rachel?
Nice. Been a while.
Yeah. Alex?
Good.
Yeah. Been a while for you too.
Yeah.
Anne's been on practically every show, so.
Yeah.
And her wonderful brother Mike is producing us too. So, yep. Thank you, Michael. So yes, Lena, your father says, "Great job, everybody." Your father, Wally. Since you have two dads, do you like get two different birthday presents and Christmas presents and such?
I think that's a yes.
Yeah, looks like a yes.
Yeah. Lena, last year, Lena talked with me when I went to talk with Billy the Blue Ranger, David Yost, and she handled herself very professionally, and we really impressed. She really impressed David. David was also impressed that pretty much your whole family is in our films, Rachel. So, how are the other three budding actors?
The other three?
Yeah, your two, the twins and Derek.
You mean Kayla and Brianna?
Yeah,
They're not twins.
I know, but
But they're doing good. They're graduating in May and with their associates in teaching. Drusilla is taking a break, but she works at Well now, and Derek will be graduating high school.
that's
in
good.
June.
That's good. Derek the Red. Yeah. So, I think everyone did a great job. Rachel, is there anything new you'd like to see Sammy do? Because we're going to be getting into her battle with Nightshade pretty soon. What was that?
You have to think.
Yeah.
Goes to in the. Okay, I'm holding someone's hand. And goes to.
Okay, we get it. Lena, what do you want to see Alana do?
Go crazy.
You mean more than she already is?
I want to run across the whole room.
Yeah. She's already been kidnapped.
Huh?
And oh, you don't remember that episode?
Kidnapped?
Well, sort of. They took you away and gave your father had you taken away by some of the goth girls and given candy and kept quiet, but your mother didn't know that your father was in on it. Not yet, anyway.
I don't like them.
Well, as Michelle is living in Erie, Pennsylvania now, she'll only be doing her scenes by Zoom. And as Cassie is no longer with us, we're going to have to recast her role of Lilith. So, but we have a couple new minions coming on board for you, Rachel.
Oh,
Goth minions.
how are you gonna rule with me? You're hippie.
I have my own minions.
You're gonna have your own
My hippie minions.
your hippie minions.
And we're all gonna be barefoot in our rainbow outfits.
Yeah,
Done.
she can have hippie minions. It's been done.
Why do you need hippie minions if you're also a hobbit? Just get all the hobbits to join you.
Yep.
I'll have both.
The ultimate battle force.
Right. Create your own little army.
Yeah, we're gonna dress Natalia up like a hobbit during the shooting for the movie.
Nice.
She has her teeth.
So, Alex, what would you like to see Hermione do? Do you like the improvements that have been made to the character?
I do. She's fun. I don't know. I'd have to. I would also have to think about it.
Yeah. So, how have your shows been going? Selling all your great memorabilia.
They've been doing well. I do most of the work that I get is online, so it's really just kind of trying to like get my name out there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot of just talking to people.
Mm-hmm.
But last year I didn't have too much merchandise, so I'm hoping that this year will be different. I'll have more stuff to sell, more examples out, but
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be kicking off soon, and then I'll be nonstop until October.
Are you still going to be at Canal Fest this year?
Yes.
Good.
Yep.
Good.
We'll be there, same spot. I'll be sitting there doing nothing. Well, my husband sells caricature or makes caricatures, so I'm fine with that. That's the one show I don't have to work a lot at.
But you still do good business, right?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, I hope you have that wand for me. Eventually, I'll be able to pay for it.
I will. I'll make one specifically for you.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay.
If anyone wants any of your memorabilia, where do they go?
So I'm on Instagram and TikTok, and I just made a business page on Facebook, Beastly Things.
Okay, very cool. Wally, if you're listening, the answer to your question is no. But I'll say most. So, Natalia, tell us some more about your amazing background. I mean, you've touched about 5 different countries and 3 different states, and you're only 24.
Well, to increase that number by a bit, I've been to 53 countries.
Whoa!
Wow.
What have you been doing in all these countries?
Just visiting. It's really easy to travel in Europe, so that makes it very easy to hit a bunch of countries.
Sounds like it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That is.
I don't remember most of them because I was very young at the time and I've got short-term memory loss. But yeah, been very
53.
been very fortunate. Yeah.
Well, which country besides us had the best food?
Besides us, yeah.
Let's see. A lot.
Well, in England, I guess the staples are fish and chips.
Somewhat. They have really good Indian food in England. They got a very large Indian population there.
Okay. That would make sense. Did you ever ride that big, huge wheel that we see in every English TV show?
The London Eye?
Yeah.
Probably. I don't know actually. I don't think I have. Yeah. Where's really good food?
What about in
Italy is the best place in the world if you have celiac disease, which I do have, which is very, you wouldn't suspect.
Well, obviously it hasn't stopped you from traveling.
Well, I only got diagnosed with celiac when I was halfway through high school. But yeah.
And you were also in South Africa, right?
That was a lot of fun. I miss South Africa.
Yeah, what was so special about it?
I love going on safaris.
Yeah?
And going out into nature. There was some really, really great hiking places and camping and such. My dad was a Boy Scout leader there.
Did you get to get close up with the wild animals?
Yep.
Which ones? Elephants?
A lot. My dad got kissed by an elephant on
Very
his
nice.
head because he's bald. He left a big mark. I was too young and scared to do that. My brother's ridden an ostrich. I was too young and probably
I
too
didn't know you
scared.
could do that.
Yeah.
Me neither.
It's not for long.
I can imagine. Yeah.
Well, I've had an ostrich burger. Do you know that one ostrich egg can make an omelet that's the equivalent of a dozen
Oh,
chicken
ostrich eggs are huge.
You said you had an ostrich? You ate it?
Me? Yeah, I had ostrich burger.
It tastes like.
Ostrich burger or ostrich egg?
No, ostrich burger.
Yeah, ostrich is.
It was actually pretty good, Rach.
I'm very much. I don't like eating game meat. But I think my dad.
Fair.
I think. Is it ostrich? I think my dad says ostrich is one of the best types of meat
It is
out
good.
there.
And I've had buffalo meat too, and it's really good too. Buffalo burgers and buffalo steaks. We have a place here in Buffalo called the Buffalo Ranch that sells the stuff. And, I think it's still up and going, although it hasn't been to the Erie County Fair in the last few years, which I miss because I really like that food. So what kind of food did you get in South Africa?
Well, they have. The first thing that came to mind is mealie pop, which is kind of like a corn type of like. It's almost like mashed potato texture and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I never really ate it, because there was this whole story about. I read. I got my first dog when I was in South Africa. One of the contingencies of being allowed to move to South Africa, of us having to move to South Africa, is that we convinced our parents, okay, if we're moving, we get to get a dog. And mealie pop is when I came across my dog, it was just came in from a township, and the kids told us that the dog had last eaten on Wednesday. This was Friday, and they'd just given it some milk, I think, throughout the week. Besides that, but all they'd given it was mealy pop, like a while back, and we gave it. When the parents went to go get it some food, and the puppy's stomach just like swelled up, like tripled in size. So we rushed it to the hospital, and we went to go and see it the next day, and they told us she's lucky to be alive. Like, if we hadn't brought her in that night, she probably would have died.
Oh, wow.
So he was called Lucky, but she had mealy pop, and a lot of people liked it. I never really got over the fact that it was one of the things that my dog didn't like. One of the last things. Also, I didn't like the taste. It's not very flavorful. You put like a tomato-based sauce on top, which gives it its flavor, but the mealy pop itself isn't much flavor.
Wow. I've never heard of that.
Me either.
South Africa, Lena, South Africa's interesting. You can attend school barefoot there.
I've gotten a lot of questions about living in South Africa from kids in the US.
Like what?
Well, I went to summer camp in the US one time when I was younger and still living in South Africa, and I got here and I had a Mean Girls moment where I walked into camp and they heard that someone from South Africa was coming, and the person was like, if she's from Africa, why is she white? And then I got continued to be asked questions that were a mix from the counselor and from the person in question. The counselor were making fun of the person. So I got questions like, okay, do you like ride elephants to school? Do you like walk and have giraffe in your backyard and things like that? Do you have cars there and things? So
Wow.
not the you want that's not the most far-fetched thing I've been asked, the whole barefoot one.
Yeah, I guess not. Well, for those of us who are real hippies. Right, in?
Yep.
Right, Lena?
Now, what do you prefer, American or like Europe, African? Like, what's your favorite?
Like place to live or just like in
No.
general?
Food wise?
Food wise?
Because everything must taste different.
I mean, I don't know. I've always been like I do really like Italian food. I love Indian food a lot.
What was the pizza like in Italy?
Really, really good, and you couldn't tell the gluten-free pizza apart from the regular pizza, which is very hard to do.
Yeah? Did it taste like American pizza, or was it something different?
No, I mean, you have like, what could you even say? What are you even gonna say is American pizza? American pizza is so many different types. You got
From
Chicago style, you got
different
New York
areas,
styles, you got like.
True, yeah.
It's the same in Italy. It's different region based.
Oh, okay.
So,
Well, there seems to be a question as to whether pizza was invented in Italy or in America. Like, I know that the Chinese invented noodles. We Italians are the ones that just threw sauce and meat over it. But some people have said that pizza is an American invention, not in Italy. But
What?
pretty,
The Italians invented the noodles, and then the Italians just added the sauce.
right, yeah. So the question is, who invented pizza? Did we Italians invent it, or did we Americans invent it?
It's been an American Italian.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean,
Right. We got the best of both worlds, right, Rachel?
you got chicken tikka masala, which actually isn't an Indian dish. It's was
Chicken
invented.
masala?
Chicken tikka masala.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Tikka
not.
masala?
It's not actually an original Indian dish.
Oh, okay.
It's like one of the. No, is it that? Yeah, that one. That was like was one I think was originated in England.
Mhm.
Which it's like
Oh.
still up to debate, like if it is technically Indian, because I think the person that invented it was an Indian person, but they were in England at the time. So yeah.
Well, you've been to India, I take it?
No,
That's not one of the 53 questions?
It's one of the. It's one of the.
One of the few.
One of the continents that I haven't hit that much is I haven't hit Asia.
Mhm.
In Asia, I've been to Russia and Dubai.
Really?
That's it.
And how's the food in Russia?
I don't remember. I was very little.
Oh, okay. Was it cold there?
I don't remember. All I know, I mean, I was very little at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Probably I was under the age of 10
No.
when I went, and all I know is I think I did see the ballet in Russia, in St. Petersburg,
Very
the
nice.
St. Petersburg
Wow.
ballet.
That must have been great.
I don't remember it, but yeah.
Mm. You've done more traveling than I have, and I'm twice your age. So
No, I love to travel. I do. It's been kind of weird for me actually because I've never been in one country for so long.
Mhm.
This is probably the longest I've ever gone, being in one country, and that was in the US, and that's been like 2 years now, 3 years. But in all fairness, I think it was longest ever. Before that, it was only like 6 months.
Mm.
Because I'd always like when I was living in England and stuff like that, I would always come back on holiday during like Christmas or spring, summer to see like relatives and stuff in the US.
Well, you're an American citizen. You didn't leave the U.S. till you were 10 months old.
No, no, I'm a US citizen and I'm also a UK citizen. I got dual citizenship because we lived in the UK for long enough.
Wow. Yeah, I hear pubs are a lot different in England than they are here in America.
I guess maybe. I haven't been back in the UK for a long time. My brother, who's only a year and a half older than me, does not have a British accent. He kept his American accent from the age of 2, so I'm the only one in my family with this accent. But he went to university in England, unlike myself. So
Okay.
he would know more about that stuff.
Rachel, your hubby is saying that cigars are popular.
The what?
Cigars are popular in the UK. Is this true?
I don't know so much about that.
That's a good thing.
I don't no
Yeah.
no like it was more like in France in particular they have a lot more smokers, but I think that's decreased in the past several years. I remember going back, being in France for a bit and just walking down the street and having to hold my breath continuously because I hate the smell of smoke.
Mm-hmm. Same here.
But it's not really a big thing in England. In general, yeah.
I see. Well, just to take a minute, VillaCon will be happening this weekend at Villa Maria College. It'll be their third time doing it. It'll be 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. this Saturday. Tickets will be $15 to get in. It's a one-day convention. Registration is now open. If you go on Facebook and type in VillaCon, the third edition, or type in Villa Maria College, VillaCon, it will come up. What to expect? Joypad Jesters, the game developing team, will be there. Hidden Village, Buffalo Blurred Party, not quite sure what that is. The Buffalo North American Science Fiction Convention. Dramatic fanfic readings. Indie game leagues, D&D character creations, Pokemon character creations. Cosplay, there will be a cosplay competition. There will be a Geek Genius Trivia Challenge. There will be board games, of course. There is a Lego room. They will have a fleet of food trucks, as well as a nice dealer's area and such. Last year, it was really, really great. So I highly recommend it. And our friend Todd Baker, who has been on the show before, will also be having a panel going on there at some point. Ciders?
Cider instead of cigar.
Oh, okay. Ciders. Yeah. Your hubby misspelled it. He was trying to say ciders.
A cider.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about. I have, our sponsor, the Screening Room, has a great British ginger pop, ginger beer. I don't know about cider, but they definitely have a lot of good drinks. And for those of us who are Doctor Who fans, Britain has a lot of great candies. I mean, Jelly Babies, Yorkie chocolates,
Arrows.
Arrows. Remind me what those are.
It's like chocolate bar is kind of like airy inside.
Right. I
And
remember
then
now.
you can get like ones with mint, where it's like mint in the center instead, like those ones. Maltesers I love, but I can't have those anymore.
Yeah. By the way, happy birthday, a belated birthday.
Thanks.
Your birthday was 2 days ago, I believe.
Hmm?
When you turned 24.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, tell us a little bit more about your career as a cinematographer.
Yeah. So, I, in the future, talking about going abroad, like I am planning to end up going out to LA so I can start building more of a name for myself. But eventually, I would love to end up in like Northern Ireland or New Zealand because I love working on fantasy type films, and Northern Ireland in particular has a bit of a growing industry for that. The most recent D&D movie was filmed there, as was
Great film.
as was School of Good and Evil, Game of Thrones. It's very much like a good hub for that type of stuff.
Oh yeah, Game of Thrones is. I personally haven't watched much of it, but it's supposedly one of the great TV shows of today.
Mm-hmm. And then also it was like it's because it's so easy to travel in Europe. If I was to start working in Northern Ireland, I could probably go and work across Europe as well quite easily. Which there's always fun. A lot of films are being shot in Europe recently, just especially if you look at just like fantasy or more like older day type stuff. Sandman, I think it's in England. Got a bunch of things like that.
Yes, Sandman.
So that's very much the type of thing that I would love to work on. But making a name for myself would probably be a good start first. And sadly, well, not sadly, but my school, Florida State University, we have this connection called the FSU Mafia, where all the alumni will hire you out from school. It's a very close community, and they are all based within the US for the most part, within New York, Atlanta, and LA. New York City is not a great place for camera people because it's highly competitive there, more so than other places, so they recommend if you're going into camera not to go there.
New York City?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Specifically camera. And then Atlanta has it's a newer community, so it's very much got a glass ceiling right now. They hire all of the higher up ATL positions, like your directors, your cinematographers, all the top of the line positions. They hire you out from LA and have you fly down there. So
Well, you should stay here in Buffalo because our film community is growing quite a bit, and we need our infrastructure rebuilt.
I'm looking. I've interested to see. I've heard of a couple of feature films that are going to be getting made here.
Yep. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was made here. One of the Purge movies, Quiet Place 2, Marshall.
There was a studio that was going in here, but for some reason, I saw a couple of weeks ago that it said that they put an announcement saying it's postponed until they don't know when right now.
The one where we met? Or a different one?
No, a film, like a proper, like, industrial like big film studio
Oh, okay.
for like major productions and films and stuff to come through. They started several years ago, and then I think maybe got hit by COVID and stuff. So I thought that means that they would start working on it now, but it seems like they're not going to continue working on it, building it right now for some reason.
Well, what made you... Rachel, by the way, someone named Amy Poland is saying hi to you and Lena.
Hi, Amy.
A friend of yours?
Yes.
Okay. So what got you to doing camera work?
Well, I got very interested in filmmaking by my film teacher in South Africa. I went to a film camp one year, and just wanted to move to Chile. Ended up starting my own film club at school where I would kind of teach them the stuff that I learned about film. And then in college, right at the beginning, I quickly found out, hey, I really enjoy coming up with ideas, but I realize the things that actually get me excited and the way my brain thinks is I think in shots, not in more general story-based or working with the actors. I'm very much more interested in directing the lights and directing the camera than directing the actors itself.
Actually, directing is my passion. I mean, I like acting, I like writing, but directing is what I love the best. Rachel, someone named Ann Kimberly is saying hi to you guys now.
She left.
Oh. Lena, do you know who Ann Kimberly is?
I can't remember on the top of my head.
Okay. Well, Ann, thank you for your comment. I'm sure Rachel will be back in a few minutes. We have about a little less than 7 minutes left of the show. So, Alex, you want to tell everyone where you're going to be in the next few months? Like what shows you're going to be doing?
I'm doing Wilton Memorial Day Fair. A lot of these shows, for the first couple months, are going to be a lot of like face painting gigs. So, Wilton Memorial Day Fair. I'll be at the Lockport Art Show. There's a circus at the Keenan Center that's happening in Lockport.
Oh.
That's going to be March 8th and 9th. So actually, I'm sorry, that'll be my first show. Pirate Fest in Olcott, and
When is that?
that's in July.
We need to find out when that is. I might want to go to that.
Is that like
Yeah,
is that kind of like a Renaissance type fair?
kind of. Yeah. People get super into it. It's one of my favorite shows to do. I
Yeah.
love like themed shows. People just the vendors are awesome.
I want to break out.
Everybody's super happy.
I want to break out my pirate cosplay, Marco Glavioni. Haven't done that one
Yeah.
in a while.
Like Aaron or something like that.
Who?
Ann Kimberly is saying hello.
That's Uncle Darren's girlfriend. Say hi.
Oh, okay.
She's like, oh.
There she is. Yeah. So, yeah, I would really like to see this this pirate festival.
Yeah, I believe I want to say it's the second week in July, but when I get the confirmed dates, I'll let you know. I don't know why I never dress up for these shows because I love like
Cosplaying?
dressing up and stuff like that. Yeah, I love it. I don't know why I never do it. It's like I plan it and then like 3 days before the show, I'm like, nah.
Well, you need
Like-
you need to dress up for when you come in to do the movie. So.
Okay.
We have we're gonna make chapter 1, and it's gonna be submitted for the contest in April, short contest in April at Buffalo Movie Makers, and hopefully we'll win our 4th award. Anne is an award-winning actress. So is Rachel. And
And technically me.
Yes, technically.
Right here in my belly.
well, actually,
Was she? No.
no, it
No,
was your sister. Your sister Kaylin was in the one that won an award. Yeah. Don't worry, Lena. Your time will come.
You get one. Ow. Sorry.
Yes, we have won 3 awards. We have gotten into the biggest film festival in Buffalo, or one of the best. We've gotten mentioned in a book. We've gotten reviewed by a Toronto newspaper and by a great movie review website. So I'd say we're doing pretty good, wouldn't you say, Ann?
Yes, definitely.
That's super cool.
Yep.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're working on the stage production as well as the film stuff. So, and Ann and I are going to be appearing in a short film also, featuring Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yep.
Which I think we still have one more.
I was going to
day
say, I
work
think
on.
there's one more. Yeah.
And we also did a TV show together. What was it called?
Unusual Attraction.
Unusual Attraction.
Yeah, that isn't out yet, but that looks like it's going to be.
Yeah, that's
good.
where we met actually.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, I want what? Oh, Ann Kimberly is sending you a couple of hearts, and Amy L. Poland says, "Yay,
Hi, Amy.
Lena! Something down my sweet girl. Skew down?
It's a skew.
I don't know what that
Well,
means.
close.
Online and read the comments.
Yeah, because they all seem to be people you brought in.
Yep, it's your week.
Yeah. 'Cause,
A lot of people support me.
yeah, well, that's great.
Nice.
That's great. I mean,
Yay. You know something down my sweet girl.
yeah. So we have about 2 minutes left. Natalia, it's great having you on the show, and hopefully you'll hang around as long as you can. And if you do go to LA and become big, make sure you don't forget us.
Yeah.
Oh, someone was talking earlier about wanting to be famous. I don't know if I want to be that famous.
And it's great having Alex. It's great having you on again.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And of course, Rachel and Lena. It's always a pleasure having you, as well as Ann.
Thank you.
And of course, Michael. You have a very talented family. Is your daughter going to be coming in and acting anytime soon?
I don't know. I have to ask her this weekend.
Yes, I'm looking forward to VillaCon,
That's gonna be
and
fun,
we'll
yeah.
give you a full review of it on the next show. Okay, Lena, that was nice. Putting up the hearts on our thing. And Amy is saying slow now. Lena, slow down, my sweet girl.
Oh,
Okay.
growing too fast.
Yeah. So, I want to thank everyone for being on the show. It's been a weird evening, but somehow we still pulled it off.
Yeah.
So
Perseverance.
I'm looking forward to starting filming the movie again, and let's keep raking up those awards
Yeah, definitely.
and accolades. So, love you all. Thank you, Lena. We love you too. So for the Oracle of Enlightenment Vortex, this is the Observer, Sal Monaco, saying, "Take us away, Richard."
Fade to black. Sal.